Hi guys, and welcome to the Ace Tanker for the G1-R, or the Renault G1, whatever you prefer to call it. This is the Tier 5 French medium tank, although it looks like a heavy tank. It looks like a baby BDR in my opinion, but it is a medium tank, and it's got quite a few similarities to, for example, a tank like the Panzer IV-H, mainly in regards to its armament, because it's got two viable final guns. It's got a 75mm with a 100mm of penetration, 110 alpha damage, just like the Panzer IV-H, but it's also got a derp gun, and the derp gun is a 105mm howitzer with 53mm of penetration, 410 damage. So it's not the quickest medium tank. It's quite big, it's quite a big target, it's not that maneuverable, but the gun selection is very similar to the Panzer IV-H. So yeah, I was playing and losing. I mentioned that in the Scorpion review, or Scorpion first impression video yesterday. Every time I seem to play World of Tanks these days, I just get onto these loss streaks, and it doesn't matter how well I play, or I can't get wins in this game. And I was having another one of these nights when I played this game, but I played a game in the G1-R, and it was a win, but it wasn't a good game. Didn't do that well in it, and as a result, I ended up getting enough XP in order to unlock the howitzer. So I decided, you know what, I'll buy the howitzer, stick it on the tank, just go into this game, see what the howitzer's like. So I wasn't even playing seriously. I was planning to just test the gun, see what it's like, and then quit World of Tanks and go to bed. But yeah, sometimes when you're not even trying, you end up having good results, even from a pretty bad game. But as you can see, we're doing 40 kilometers an hour along here. It's not the quickest of tanks, but as I say, I think it's quite like a French Panzer IV-H. So this is my second game in the evening in this tank. It's my fourth game ever in the tank. And I'm just here to test out the howitzer. So I do have binocs equipped. I decide to move down, let my binocs kick in. We're getting spots already. And I'm just here. I don't even care if I get spotted, really. And that was the first thing that really surprised me, because the shell velocity is so flat on this tank. Look at this. Yeah, I mean, it's like firing an AP gun. This is not howitzer behavior. This is not derp gun behavior. The reload is not great, but I was really expecting this to be a typical howitzer where it was quite derpy, but nope, shell velocity is quick, the shell trajectory is very flat. I think I'm holding my no, I do fire. First time I'm watching this game since actually playing it, so I'm just recording live. I thought I would have held my shot there, but yeah, this is kind of the Halloween week, and this is a horrible ace tanker in a tank that's okay. It's not very good, to be honest, but there are worse tanks in the game. And yeah, as I say, sometimes you're not even trying and you end up having good results, but completely misjudged that shot, just trying to get used to the gun. But yeah, I don't see any reason to keeping this tank. I mean, I think the Panzer IV-H is better than this in every single way, but as I said, I was just testing it out for the howitzer. Thankfully I got an ace, and after this game I sold the tank, and kind of a waste of money because of all the ammo I bought for this gun, but yeah, no reason to actually keep it. It leads on to the RL-44, but it's a horrible way to get to the RL-44. You see, the problem is, if you take the new line of French tanks that were added to get to the RL-44, you unlock very few modules. The guns on this tank aren't compatible with the RL-44, so if you go to the RL-44 via the G1-R, none of the modules or very few of the modules are going to be unlocked. You're going to have to play the RL-44 with the stock gun, because none of the other guns are unlocked. So really, this is kind of, even though it does lead on to the RL-44, there's really no reason I can think of for going down the new French line of tanks. So never going to pen a KV-1 and get spotted, get our driver knocked out by a T-67 at the back. So we're being pushed. Most of our team never left spawn, and I can't really blame my team. I mean, I haven't left spawn either. There are 3 RT on the enemy team. I'm kind of surprised they've left me alone. Maybe they don't have the range to hit me. But our team are collapsing, and I mean, I haven't really done anything in this game to help them yet, other than doing some spotting and getting a little bit of damage. 8 degrees of gun depression. So the gun depression on this is actually not bad. And unlike a lot of the other French tanks, this one actually existed. This was a prototype. This was built in 1940 as a prototype shortly before... oh, terrible shot there. Shortly before World War II broke out. The prototype was finished, but as a result the tank was never developed any further due to the invasion of France. Accuracy, maybe down to my crew. Don't have the best of crews in this tank, as per usual, low tier tank. And the reload is not great. I think it's about 10 seconds. So, not an exciting game, not a good game, but it's Halloween week, so... Oh, and I'm not going to have enough penetration to go through his side with the AP, or with the HE, but we're starting to be flanked. And there's Artie. Artie is finally taking an interest in me. Oh, and he stopped. Sod's law. So as you can see, orange reticule, never going to pen even the side of this tank, and our team take him out. Our Artie does a good job killing the OI. But Sarl 42 takes out our Stug, so I know there's a Sarl 42 probably somewhere around A5. But just moving up, letting Binox kick in. So yeah, it's not a good game. It's not a good game. I do apologize for putting you guys through this, but as per usual, first ace tanker in any tank has to go up on the channel, no matter how bad a game it is. And it's Halloween week, so forgive me. But okay, we've spotted the Su-26, AIM, and derp. So yeah, the shell velocity and shell trajectory really surprised me on this howitzer. But I'm never going to get a chance to try it out again because, yeah, as I say, after this game was over, I sold the tank, so no real point in even playing it. If I'm going to be playing Tier 5 with a derp, I'd rather be playing the Panzer IV-H, but we can pen the Sarl if we can hit above his tracks. Unfortunately, we hit the tracks. But he's in place. We just need to hit him again, and there you go. That looked like a turret hit, so kill number 2. So, yeah, G1-R, as I say, probably, other than getting this tank and playing it, it's a curiosity. I wouldn't even recommend grinding to the RL-44 from this line of French tanks because so few modules are unlocked. And I really can't remember this game. As I say, it's kind of the first time I'm watching this since actually playing it. But nice kill on the Hetzer there. So just 2 tanks left, Artie and myself versus multiple enemy tanks. And really bad shot. As I say, first game in the tank with this gun. Finding it quite difficult to get used to. Panzer IV-H. M8A1. Who do I go for? M8A1, and I miss. Okay, I've been spotted. And there goes all my health, and the game is over. So, a horrible game and a horrible result in a horrible tank. Well, maybe it's not horrible, but it's definitely not very good. But it fits in with the Halloween theme of videos this week. Yeah, sometimes you get a good result even without trying, and I was tired, was having a bad night, I was in a bad mood, and I just wanted to check out the howitzer, and then I ended up getting a game where I get an ace, and didn't even play very well. But as I said, you always get the first ace tanker in a tank, no matter how good or how bad, and yeah, we picked up a patrol duty. Binox got me the ace tanker in that particular game, and I mean, even though I love derp guns, I really saw no reason for keeping the Renault G1. I love my derp guns, but just I would rather play the Panzer IV-H at Tier 5 than a Renault G1. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't a good game, and 1018 XP was a good result. It was probably a XP result was okay. 3 kills, 933 damage wasn't amazing, but we managed to do 1714 assistance damage. And again, as I say, I think the Binox got me the ace in that game, and I completely derped out with the gun. Ironic because it's a derp gun, but 18 shots fired, 9 hits, 9 pens. So yeah, you gotta basically play the howitzer almost as if it's an AP gun. I was constantly aiming too high, aiming too soon, or shooting behind targets because I wasn't used to the shell velocity. But yeah, I mean, it's a derp gun. Just the tank isn't good enough to warrant keeping. We spotted 12, damaged 7, destroyed 3, did 17, 14 assistance damage, and earned 35,000 credits with a premium account. And as I say, it was my second game in the tank that day because I just unlocked the howitzer and decided to give it a go. But yeah, Renault G1. I really can't recommend this tank. In fact, I can't recommend, now that I've finished the newer French tanks that were added at low tiers from a couple of patches ago, I really can't recommend any of them. I don't think any of them are particularly good. The Samua 35 is okay, but the Sorrel 44 and the Renault G1, yeah, there's no reason to even play those tanks because, you know, once you get onto the RL-44, by going through the second line of new French tanks that were added, almost no modules are unlocked because the modules are proprietary. They only fit on the tanks on that line or for that particular tank. So I think if you're going up French heavies, you're better off sticking with the original line. Using the new line just means you're going to get to the RL-44 and you're going to have to play it completely stock. But yeah, horrible result, horrible game. But first, Ace Tanker. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.